Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Gemini for the month of December. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or it may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Although I'm reading for December, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. Let's begin. At the heart of the reading and the first card out, we have this card of depression, of not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And this would be how you would be feeling. You could be dealing with your inner demons with regards to a situation. You could be feeling powerless. There's something here that you're not seeing that you need to see, because this card is actually being ruled by Saturn. So you're going through a lesson. There's something here that you need to learn. Emotions can be getting in the way of whatever this is. We have justice here, and clearly see that somebody here has been injured. So someone was not playing fair. It looks like there's 4 against 1 here, so definitely not fair. I feel like this has to do with a love offer or somebody's feelings. I feel that somebody was not fair, not being truthful, possibly, about a promise. Possibly this has to do with a promise, because this page doesn't stick around. So they may have walked out on you. It feels like you're very emotional with whatever this is, having to do with the Justice card, some truth or something that was done, you feel, against you. You may have you feel possibly like you were trapped, or that they trapped you somehow. You could literally feel like you're trapped in this emotionally, and you may be trying to keep that contained and not to show it to the world. But inside it's like churning. There's a lot going on. So you're trying to keep your emotions under control and to not let it show how much this disturbs you, how much it bothers you, and how deep this has made you sink really emotionally, because he feels like there's just like no way out, feeling powerless. And so looking back over the journey to a situation that ended badly, and now it feels like there is no communication. You would be wondering, is it really over? So you haven't let go of hope that this is that this would have ended, even if it feels like it was unfair. You're still holding on to hope, possibly, is what this card suggests. It's like bringing something back from the brink of death, This card also would suggest that you would need to go back and look at the lessons. Oh yeah, that makes sense, because the world is here looking back at the journey. So going back to look at these experiences, because there's something there for you yet to learn, which makes sense with this card here of the with Saturn ruling. You feel really there's heavy heartache over this reading. This person really, like, they crushed you, or crushed your heart, crushed your dreams. It feels like things are out of order. Again, you got that feeling powerless. You cannot help yourself. That's how you feel. I'm not saying you can't, because you can help yourself. But this person is down on their knees, they're in the church, and they're praying, and they're heartbroken. Because if you look through the window, somebody has walked away. It's not coming in clear, but you can clearly see the outline of that person. And their heart is breaking. This person, well, with this king, I mean, she might feel like they were two faces, or that, especially he's reappearing here. That he wore two faces. It could be that her head is bowed, so maybe she doesn't want to see something. Because this can be ego, and this is ego over here. Because of pride, there's something maybe she doesn't want to look at, because it would make her feel, less than. Or like that couldn't be possible, Yeah, I kind of got that feeling on that card. I feel for somebody that this may have been unhealthy. We do have the devil here. It could be that you might find out that person is married, possibly. It could be a third party here. Or it could be that somebody went too far here. Somebody went to the extreme. It could also be that this person, so this person crossed a boundary. They are being shown as the wolf. But it's like this person is caught between the devil and the wolf. And there's something about this she doesn't want to see or admit to. Because she's blind. She's has her eyes covered. It can be that there will be or that she's afraid of options, choices. She's afraid of what's going to fill the cups in the future. Or that this won't be an option for her. That's what it is. She feels that because she had this vision, with this person, the way it was going to be. She had it all planned in her mind, the marriage, the moving in, everything. And now something here has happened that has torn these people apart. And it could be that they are, there could be that there's third party involved here. And now she's afraid that she won't get the vision in the future, because these cups are all empty, and this person is afraid of what is going to fill them in the future. This is what they want as a choice, but they're afraid that that choice is not going to be available to them in the future. Okay, this person is dressed very poorly, and their clothes are patched, their eyes are covered. So this person is afraid they won't have this love. This is emotions. So they're afraid they won't have this love, or this kind of love, the love that they desire in the future, because of the devil. So there's a really strong attraction. This person is capable of sweeping you off your feet. There was a sudden departure with this card. A sudden departure. Um, you could be. Uh, there was a sudden departure because of new information. New information, and somebody could have made a choice or an emotional choice. Or there's new information having to do with the sudden departure of someone. Whatever it is, it looks like you're unhappy here. It can speak to a very rocky relationship. It can also speak to, again, it can go back to this king where somebody's covering up their emotions. So they're like keeping up a certain appearance. Five of Cups in reverse. I feel like you want to go back to somebody because you're not healing. We see that you had it, you held it at one time. At one time, there could have even been a healing or a reconciliation or a chance for one, but now they're in the reverse. So you did hold this, you had it, you felt it, you experienced it. It was your dream, your desire, and you had it. And it's like it slipped through your fingers. That's what it feels like to me. There could be regret for something with this card. Now, what I have here is that you've been carrying possibly something here with the card of confession. It could be that you, excuse me, you are not admitting, or you have not been admitting to a truth, something that you've been carrying. He is in the confessional. So maybe you need to see a truth or to admit to a truth with this card. Because of the Eight of Swords, because there's denial having to do with something. And it could be because of the ego, because the ego's here, you see. Currently, what we have here is the Jester. So Uranus rules this card. So something happened quite suddenly, and we saw that back here. That's confirmed here. So something happened quite suddenly, ended quite suddenly. You didn't see it coming. You didn't see that coming. And now it's like you're paying the consequences, or have been paying the consequences. But there's something about that situation that you have been in denial about and that you need to admit to. It's the way out. It's the way through this energy. Nine of Cups. So it's like you still have this wish having to do with somebody that you walked away from. With the Seven of Wands, it feels unattainable, unreachable, but it's like you're looking at the details of being able to reach that. Or somebody is looking at the details of being able to get there. Now, I mean, it could be you, but it could be the other person too. I feel like, here's what I feel. Looking at everything I have here, I feel like someone here has been hanging on to a toxic love situation, and this card says that's only going to bring pain and regret. It could be that you are feeling like you were a victim, and this card says you know you deserve better. You're going against the flow, is what this next card says. It's time to stop waiting for change. Change that never comes. You cannot force a love interest to change, this card says. So what do? Well, perhaps it's time to change your focus then. You cannot force a love interest to change. So perhaps it's time to change your focus. And I feel like this is a very emotional decision to let go of something that just no longer emotionally serves you, you know. It's like once you admit to the truth of something, then you see the light. Because the light is there. It's there all along, but you've been in denial of it, you know. You've been in denial. You've been in the Eight of Swords energy. It can also be blame and pointing fingers of blame. This can be about needing to accept responsibility for an action you took. You took a risk. You're paying the consequences. So this can be, all of these cards can be about owning up to a decision that you took. And to a truth, admitting a truth. And this is the way out. This is, although it is painful to admit, it is the way out. The process of change can be very painful, you know. Now, here's the thing though. It's like once you've done this, once you do this, it's almost like there's a test. Because once you've done this and you've admitted to it and you're going through this change or have made the change, you're going to hear from that person. You're going to hear from that person, and they have been thinking of you. And here they are, Knight of Pentacles. Right now, they're not moving, they're stopped, but they have the idea and they have the thought of you on their mind. And what are they looking at? They're looking at making something right. So they could be wanting to explain or to apologize. They could be coming back because they want you back also, you know. This is not just about making something right. This person still has feelings for you. But let's remember, okay, that this person is still the devil. The devil is still in the upright. And you need to know, that you deserve better, okay? You have the Lady of the Lake for your advice. Now, the Lady of the Lake represents the highest order of respect for yourself and the manner in which you operate within the world around you. She is the harsher element of truth, where denial, it gets swept away, okay, by a tidal wave of events. She demands nothing short of total truth and integrity and asks you to be mindful of all of the signs, the signals, and omens that present themselves to you. This is not the time to second guess any of these things. Her message is to take care because there's serious business here at stake. There always is when it comes to the heart. The lady reminds you of your personal responsibility in shaping your reality and of its consequences. Seek the sword of truth within yourself, for it is then that great success will be yours. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings.